everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 most relatable movies in my opinion. Yes, relatable to me. Yes, this list is different for everyone. I mean everyone, because everyone is a different human being. Everyone has different personalities. A lot of different things have happened to different people throughout their lives and stuff. People had different school experiences, family experiences, relationship experiences. Everyone has different things that happen in their life. So a lot of people can relate to certain films in very different ways, and some people can actually like movies more because they can relate to it on a personal level. And I thought it'd be interesting to do the top 10 of my most relatable films. Yes, films that I just relate to a lot. And these are not like the best movies of all time. These are not even my favorite movies. I don't think any of these movies are on my top 10 favorite films of all time. These are just movies I relate to in certain ways. Some of these are pretty current. A lot of these movies are animated. Just whether it's to a character or to the story or even to a certain event that happens in these films. Just in one way or another, I relate to and have a connection with some of these films, and there's just a lot of relatability on my part to these films, and yeah, I thought it'd be an interesting list, and I love to see a lot of people's lists of this, of films they just relate to. A lot of things that happen in these movies, they've happened to them, so yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is my top 10 most relatable movies, in my opinion, in my life. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm not going to do any honorable mentions because there's a lot, almost every movie, I guess, you can kind of relate to in a certain way, but these are the 10 films I find the most relatable, and I'm only going to do 10. No honorable mentions for this top 10 list. So yeah, coming in number 10 is Ed Wood. Yeah, Ed Wood. Ed Wood's an interesting film because I love this movie. This is my favorite Tim Burton film. I love Johnny Depp, Marlon Lando, Sarah Jessica Parker, Bill Murray. Everyone's fantastic. The black and white style of filmmaking is fantastic, and it's about filmmaking. That's another thing that's very relatable because I love filmmaking. I love the craft of filmmaking. I love to learn about filmmaking and stuff. And the reason I relate to the film so much is Edward D. Wood Jr. He has no idea what he's doing. And it's not a joke on my part that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. His passion. I relate to his passion a lot. The way he just loves films and stuff. And even though he's making absolute garbage, he still has that passion to make films and stuff, and he does not care if they're bad. In his opinion, they're good, and he's just doing what he loves. He loves to make movies. And yeah, so he just does it. He just says, I don't give a fuck about people. If people don't like it, who gives a shit? I'm making something that means the world to me and something that I love. It's almost kind of like me in YouTube. Do I think I am amazing at YouTube? No. Do I think I'm bad? I don't think so, but I just love doing it. I have a passion to do this, and I just love doing it. It's just amazing to me, and it means so much to me. And even writing scripts, I like to write scripts and short films and stuff, and yeah, I just love movies and talking about movies, and even one day maybe making movies and stuff, and I don't care if they're bad. As long as I'm doing it and making it, I'll be happy, and I'll just love it. And that's like Edward D. Wood Jr. I just relate to him so freaking much. Yes, he has no idea what he's doing. Yes, he did a few bad things. He put studios out of business because he put so much money into these bad fucking movies, but I still relate to him. I relate to his personality a bit, just a bit. And I mostly relate to his passion about filmmaking. And yeah, that passion is something I have with YouTube and movies as well. And yeah, that's why I can relate a lot to Ed Wood. Coming in number 9 is The Edge of 17. Yes, The Edge of 17, I think most people can relate to Edge of 17. Most of the people from this generation and even the last generation, like my generation and stuff. And the reason I can relate to it, the high school. The high school that Nadine goes to was my high school almost. Not as fancy, but this and Daria, the TV show Daria, I find the most relatable to me for high school because I went to school with a lot of these kind of people and stuff, and a lot of people that she has in her school, I was friends with a lot of those kind of people and stuff, and yeah, what's his name, Urban Kim or something, the guy she likes at the ending. I had a friend just like that, and yeah, I actually relate to him a lot too because he's just kind of awkward around women and stuff. That was like me. I was very awkward around women. I always had a film club or a drama club and stuff. I had my own little clique, and I had no clue how to talk to women, and he's the same, so I relate to him a lot too. I relate a little bit to Nadine, not too much because She does a little crazy, some crazy shit in this film that I would never do, but she has a relationship with the teacher. I actually had a relationship with the teacher as well. I thought, we used to talk a lot and stuff, and he didn't treat me like a student. He treated me like a pal and stuff, because he was older, and I was like 17. He was like 26 and shit like that. He was a substitute teacher, and we just shut the shit. And he loved film. We just talked about film and stuff, and he even sometimes swore a little bit, and I didn't give a flying fuck because I swear a lot too and shit like that. So yeah, her like relationship with the teacher, I had something like that, like a friendship with the teacher and stuff. And there's a lot of things I relate to in The Edge of 17, especially the high school part of it. And yeah, not fitting in. I definitely didn't fit in. I was a film nerd. Of course I didn't fit in high school and stuff, but yeah, I relate a lot to The Edge of 17. Coming in number 8 is The Breakfast Club. Again, this is a movie I think everyone can relate to, The Breakfast Club. I always say when you watch The Breakfast Club, which one of these characters, because they're all such different characters, which one do you relate to the most? For me, it's mostly Andrew and Brian, mostly because I'm nothing like John Bender. As much as I love to be a badass like John Bender, actually I'm a lot like Ali Sheedy as well. I'm a little bit like her too. I was a little bit of an outsider to certain cliques and stuff, but I was a lot like Brian and stuff because I paid attention in school and I really took a lot to my studies and everything. But I had a personality like Andrew a little bit as well. Not as aggressive, and I didn't have like a lot of peer pressure, and I didn't have a psycho father. But like when Andrew's like really nice and calm and stuff, that's a lot like me and stuff. Like he's like he's relatable and he's like very kind and stuff. He's very nice to women and stuff and very respectful and stuff. And yeah, it's just a mixture of Ali Sheedy, Brian, and Andrew all together is kind of like what I am and stuff. I can't relate to John Bender too much. Definitely not Claire. Claire's nothing like me, but everyone can relate to a certain character or a bunch of characters in The Breakfast Club. That's what makes The Breakfast Club so unique and so awesome. Coming in number 7 is Whisper of the Heart. Whisper of the Heart is a beautiful, amazing Japanese animated film, a Studio Ghibli film. Love this movie. And I relate a lot to this film. Mostly, again, like Ed Wood, the passion. These two characters have dreams and they want to chase their dreams and stuff. And I'm a dream chaser. I relate to the main girl a lot because she's scared about chasing her dream. And I was like that when I was younger, around her. She's about 13. And when I was 13, I was the same. I didn't know if I could be in movies and stuff. I was scared to do, and I was scared to talk about certain things with people because I thought it was stupid or it was bad. When I wrote short stories and when I wrote scripts, I never wanted to show anyone that because I thought they were bad. I thought I was a shitty ass writer. I still do that to this day. I still do that. I don't show my work to nobody because I'm afraid what people are going to think and stuff. And that's exactly this main girl. I relate so much to this character. Even her family. It's a lot like my family and stuff, and there's so much relatability with the main character and me, and about dreams and stuff, and being afraid of your dreams and stuff, and yeah, I just relate a lot to that. Coming in number 6 is a very weird one, and yeah, it's Fanboys. Yeah, it's Fanboys. This is me and my friends right now. Not as extreme. I can't really relate to any of the distinct personalities of these characters. Some of them are pretty one note, and the movie itself is fine. It's enjoyable. I like Fanboys for what it is, but that's me and my friends though. We quote Star Wars all the fucking time. That's all these guys do. They make jokes and they make Star Wars references all day, and they cosplay as Star Wars, and anytime it's Halloween, they dress up as Star Wars. That's like me. Every Halloween, I dressed up as Darth Vader, or Stormtrooper, Han Solo, Star Wars. Star Wars is life for me, my friends. And yeah, the friends in this movie is like me, my friends. We fucking love Star Wars, and we would do the same shit that these guys do. We would travel the faces of the planet to get an early screening of a new Star Wars film. Yeah, that's just why. I don't relate to the film's story as much, or a distinct character, it's a bunch of guys talking Star Wars. That's like me and my friends, so I can relate to that. Coming in number 5 is La La Land. La La Land is another one, just, again, another movie about chasing your dream and your passion and stuff. Sebastian's character, how he loves jazz so much, is like how I love movies so much. his passion for jazz is like my passion for movies and stuff. And even a scene when he talks to his sister, and she's like, I need to set you up on a date with a girl. And he's like, what if she doesn't like jazz? What the fuck are we going to talk about? I'm the same way. I could not date a girl who hates movies. I'm sorry. I'm like Sebastian. I couldn't. Unless she is open to liking movies, kind of like Emma Stone in the movie. Like, she doesn't like jazz, but then the way he explains it and shows her jazz, she starts to love it and stuff. And yeah, I just love Sebastian. I can relate a lot to Sebastian. But I can relate to Emma Stone's character as well. Like, she wants to be in movies and stuff. She loves movies. She wants to be an actress and stuff. I can relate to that a little bit too and stuff. And again, how she's afraid also about her dreams and stuff. And she tries so hard and maybe she should give up and stuff. But then you got Sebastian there to push her and stuff. Sebastian was also kind of like my brother. He always used to push me and everything. So yeah, a lot of things I can relate to in La La Land. And I think La La Land's a very relatable film and also a very beautiful film. Coming in number 4 is From Up on Poppy Hill. Yes, From Up on Poppy Hill is another Japanese anime film. I love this movie. I relate to this movie mostly because of the club. In this movie, they have this club, and I didn't have the same club as these people, but I had a club in high school too. I had a film club and a drama club and stuff, and I went through the same issues that these people went through. Like, someone's trying to shut down their club, like a teacher was trying to ban their club. Like, I had a film club, but not enough people were in it, but I'm like, we're so passionate, we want a film club. And the same thing happened with my drama club stuff. The way these people, how they set up their clubs and stuff, and the way they talk, the student bodies and their clubs, and the club presidents and everything, that was a lot like me in high school when I had my clubs and all the troubles I had to go through to keep my club together. So yeah, I relate a lot to that, and I do relate a lot to the main character, the main boy, not the girl. The main boy, his personality is a lot like mine. I don't relate to anything with the story. The story, not at all. It's a good story, but I just don't relate to the story at all, especially the time period it's in and stuff. And the main girl, I don't relate to her. Mostly the main kid, his personality is a lot like my personality. So yeah, I relate to him in the club aspects of From Up on Poppy Hill. And yeah, the movie's amazing. But I do find it relatable because of the main guy and the club scenes. Coming in number 3 is When Marnie Was There. Yes, I just talked about this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be talking about this movie a lot. I love this movie, clearly. I relate to Anna a lot. Anna is the character I relate to the most. Almost out of any character period in film. When I was a kid, I was Anna. I was very scared. Like, I didn't start, like, making a lot of good... I had some friends, but not a lot. I didn't start making, like, real friends, and, like, big friends, and actually got the courage to talk to people. Not until, like, late high school. Like, when I was 16, 17. When I was a kid, I was shy. I was scared. I never talked to people. I was very distant. And, yeah, I just kept to myself and stuff, and I was afraid of what people thought of me, and... I did hate myself too when I was younger. I was ashamed of myself. I thought it was ugly. I thought it was scrawny. I thought I was a geek and a weirdo and stuff. I thought really bad of myself, just like Anna does in When Marnie Was There, and I related so much to her. That's why this movie really spoke to me and stuff. And she's like this artist and stuff, but she's afraid of making friends. She doesn't know how to talk to kids properly. Just everything about Anna in this movie is my childhood, and like that is exactly me as a kid, and she is one of the most relatable characters in movies to me, and just yeah, it really hits home. Coming in number 2 is a very weird choice, but wow, like my number 1 and my number 2, probably one of the most relatable films ever. But yeah, number 2 is This Is Where I Leave You. This Is Where I Leave You. I loved this movie so much. I'm so upset that not a lot of people really like this movie. Critically, didn't do well. It's kind of sad. I like Sean Levy's films. Like, I think he's a pretty underrated director. Like, he did a lot of Stranger Things episodes. I love Real Steel. This is my favorite. I genuinely like this movie. I think it's funny. It's got good dramatic scenes. I enjoy the characters. This has Jason Bateman, Adam Driver, Corey Stoll, Tina Fey, a lot of good actors in this movie. And this is my family. This is my family. Maybe not so much the Jane Fonda mother. That's nothing like my mother. But the brothers, that's my family. My sister is Tina Fey in This Is Where I Leave You is exactly my sister. And Adam Driver's character is a lot like my oldest brother. To a T. And Jason Bateman's a lot like my other brother. Like, yeah. I'm not like really I have little hints of Jason Bateman and stuff, and yeah, but it's my family. My family, the family, this is where I leave you, is exactly my family. And I just watched, and again, something that happens in this movie. The story is about them losing their father, and again, right when I watched this movie, I literally just lost my father and stuff. So instantly, I felt connected with the movie instantly because literally a month after my dad passed away, I saw this movie. So I instantly had a connection to it and had so much relatability because how these people grieve in their own way is how we all grieve. We all grieved like that when my father passed away. Some people got upset. Some people got upset right when he died, and some people got upset a week after he died because then it kicks in and stuff. And yeah, the way they go through each character and how they deal with the loss of their father is exactly how me and my family dealt with the loss of my father, and just it's so relatable to me in every way. And I know some people, it didn't hit well with them, but for me, it really hit well with me, and it's very relatable. And my number one most relatable movie ever is Boyhood. Boyhood is the most relatable. Everything that this fucking kid goes through, I went through. This kid moved a lot, I moved a lot. He had he had people in his life that were extremely alcoholics. I had that too. I grew up with some people who were drunks. And yeah, it wasn't pleasant and stuff. And his mother was a workaholic. My mother was a workaholic and stuff. He had a sister who kind of annoyed him. I had a sister that annoyed me. But I still loved my sister. I loved my sister probably more than he loved his sister. He thought she was very annoying. He had passion. I had passion. He loved photography. I loved movies and stuff. He watched Dragon Ball Z. I fucking watched Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. And yeah. Just a lot of things he went through and stuff, and his dad was so fucking cool and stuff. My dad was fucking cool too and shit like that. And yeah, everything that happens to him in Boyhood, I relate to every step of the way. Just so many things he went through in this movie, I personally went through, and just anytime I mention a movie, if someone asks me, he's like, what movie can you relate to the most? What movie represents your life the most? Boyhood represents my life the most. So yeah. That's the most relatable movie, in my opinion. So yeah, that was my top 10 most relatable movies, in my opinion. Again, this is different for everyone. Everyone has different lives and stuff. Everyone has different personalities, so certain movies might relate to you in different ways. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me. I actually really want to know, what are the 10 films that relate to you the most? I really want to know your guys' answers because it shows how you are as people and stuff, and what movies you feel connected to because you can relate to a certain character, a certain story, or a certain event and stuff. So yeah, everyone has different opinions, and I want to hear everyone's opinion. So yeah, please share. What are your 10 most relatable films in your opinion? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.